And here's Wendy, but we're hiding behind. Here we come.
What's happening?
Where am I? Oh, here I am.
Wendy.
Pop up. That's it. Oops. Up. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this pop up for the Rattled Awake Anthology upcoming release of Volume 4. Yay!
Yeah, girl, we're baking and shaking and shaking and baking. We are doing it. Doing
it. Yeah, doing it.
it. Another round.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I am so excited. I've just been making posts and creating, adding it into my newsletter that's going to come out in a little bit. And I'm going to be putting the event announcement for the Friday official book release party. So any co-authors from this volume or previous volumes of Rattle Awake are welcome to pop in to the Friday Fiesta and talk about the collaborative writing experience and how incredible this endeavor that Lonnie has spearheaded and brought to life and created an international best-selling series. Wow. So for those that don't know what brought this all about, why don't you give us your little intro to what it's all about?
Well, over the past 5 years, well, mostly 4, I dove headlong into some big rabbit holes, and I was rattled awake on multiple levels. I used to be one of those people who thought that if it's on the news, it's legit. If it's on multiple channels, it's really true. And I just sort of was blind. I absolutely had no idea because I figured, everything's fine. And it's not. And I was rattled awake hard on a number of levels, Wendy. And it really made me think like, I can't be the only one. And so I had an idea before I broke my wrist that I would reach out to some people that were rattled awake about certain things that were mandated in the past. And they probably had a story to share. So it was a concept kind of kicking around. But then, I have, a conversation with a friend, and he's like, you can do a chapter in a weekend. And I was like, I know I'm fast. And when I do short stories, I succinctify it, ID at ISBN, 30 days, yada yada. But this time now I can't necessarily type 65 words a minute anymore, but other people can. And what I really love doing, this is why it's such a win, is because I love hearing what the main idea is, listen for the message, pull the threads, and then help craft a story in a way that is compelling storytelling.
Yes.
And so that's it's the most rewarding work in the world. And it really is fun. So to see what happens for other people's lives. So it's a win-win-win all over the place. It's done done quickly. It makes a difference. The messages matter. And then, you have a lifetime brand as the co-author of a best-selling book. And where are you going to go with that? Where do you want to go with that?
Right. I'm going for more in 2024. I've got not just the Wise Choices course turned into a published book, but I have so many other book ideas on my shelf right now in my head, back burner brewing that, obviously I loved it so much. I came back for another round, and I'm planning to do a trifecta. The 3, because 3 is the magic number. And what a wonderful way to bundle up a gift for family and folks, but with a nice little bundle of books. And
I'm so happy that you're involved again and again. There is no greater compliment, by the way, than somebody who sees the value, gets the value, is getting value from it, and wants to keep going. Like that is, I'm just mind blown.
Well, as you know, you get better every go round. I mean, that's what I teach. That's what Happier, Healthier Humans is all about. There's no quick fix. You don't just build your bicep and you're done, right? You don't just lose 10 pounds and never have to worry about what you eat again. You craft the path of mastery is beginning again and again and again, ever with a beginner's mind, but with a new skill set, you up level. right? You're leveling up each time and it becomes easier. Remember how hard it was well, you might not remember how hard it was to hold your head up, to sit up, to stand up, to walk. But it was very challenging. Watch some infants. To ride a bicycle, to swim, to drive a car, to use these darn devices that we use. It was really hard at first. And the same is true of writing. And so to have someone as a guide like you that simplifies it and really helps clarify. I saw the growth in just 2 days with some folks this weekend, and it's woo, I just got chills. It's a round of applause for Lonnie Ray.
For them, I appreciate that. But as the line's getting passed around now between us in chapters, it's amazing what you can do when you don't know you can't.
Yeah.
And we have full on like qualified disabled, handicapped. Some people can't read, some people can't stand up, some people haven't driven in 15 years because their wheelchair doesn't go fast enough for the freeway. Hello, we have all kinds of first-time writers, or they're experiencing a blog, or they're experiencing, they write a lot of cards to their friends. It doesn't freaking matter. What matters is they have a message and the passion to share it, because TikTok, look at the clock, the time's flying by.
Yeah.
And I believe that we were all born to convey something, that we've all lived to tell about it, whatever it is. It's not small. If you're only just one step ahead of somebody, and then you have somebody come in from the third party, you do a great job when you're advising the other authors. This hands-on workshop is amazing, because we get smart people and inexperienced people and first-time writers and experienced writers, and we get people that are just like, I don't have a clue. But you know what? You're still super valuable.
Yeah,
because you come in and you take a look at somebody else's work, and it's always easier to do that. And then ta-da, it up levels, ta-da, you look great and you sound great, and then off you go. And there's so much more once a book's published, but this just that most people get stuck getting started. They just know they have an idea, right?
Over analysis, which is where I write so many things and then just never publish because, but there's this to either add or to edit, right? We get caught in that, whether it's with our business or our writing or just, relationships or life, so.
Yes. Yes.
This is so wonderful. I didn't get to read all the stories yet, but I'm really looking forward to reading more this afternoon and finishing them up. And I'm so excited.
Right? Me too. There is something very powerful in this volume. And I also want to give a shout out to all the previous volume co-authors. And many of them, like Nicole, she just went off and she's doing her own her own anthology. I watched their kickoff show last night, and she was weepy, and I was like, I know how I'm texting her. I'm like, I know how it is, because how many times they were like, oh, don't cry. I was like, thank you guys. It's like, it's really moving when you see it is. So, and then volume 3 co-authors have just been going gangbusters to help promote volume 4 workshop. The collaboration doesn't stop.
No, Michelle might pop on here for a minute, or she might have a call, but I, had just finished that a letter, that legacy volume that Nicole did, and was then able to do the illustration for me for my story for this. So it's like the co-author collaboration that continuing. Yes. And Kim is reaching out, and we're going to be connecting this week. And there's just, it's so much more than just these chapters. It's really creating a whole ecosystem of growth and a beautiful garden of wonderful things.
It is. And we plant seeds out in the world. And, you asked me how this got started. Partly it was that I had a change in ability, but it was also like, it's time for people to put down on paper a legacy message, or I just got to get this out of my system. Leslie Mouton was like that. She's like, I don't know where this is going. I just gotta say it. Yeah. Chef Jill, she's like, what do I write about? I want to be in another volume. I said, write about your mom. And then her mom just passed away. So she was lucky that she got this down on paper. Her mom got to see it. There's so many things that are happening for these authors. Russ Hedge, bless his heart, he's sharing his story about, his cancer trip and
Mhm.
survival, and he just never stopped shining. What a
I
sweetheart.
know. And he just had
So,
George on his show, and that was
George
great.
Foxy, hello.
And
What? What? He's the cat's meow. Meow.
yes.
Yeah, this is George. Oh yeah.
And
I
you're
love
about
it.
to be on a show tomorrow, Lonnie, with
Yes,
some
yes,
other
yes.
some fellow hounds of business folks. There's a lot of hounds of business involved in these volumes too, and, and
I
spreading
didn't know. I
goodness
didn't
around the world.
know.
But tell us about Soaring Profits. Woo!
I can't wait
That's
to tell you
super
about Soaring
exciting.
Profits. I have no idea what we're walking into, but they were like, they're like, we're gonna have fun with you, and I was like, yeah, we are. We're gonna have a good time, whatever that looks like. I've been watching him do his running rants for a while, and I never expected to be the topic of one, but I'm like, cool, man. Thank you. Right on. What a surprise. Thank you for that. And then I sent him an excerpt from my chapter in which I had an experience being a dominatrix as part of my healing process. That's the truth, guys. And he was like, oh, this really got interesting. This just took another turn, didn't it? And I was like, yeah, boy, we got a lot of material. How much time you got? So, it's really all about the who that is you behind the what that you do. And we're going to have a really good time. I'm so excited. I love these guys. I love their passion. I'm really passionate about kids and the school system and education, and there's so much going on with those Soaring Profits.
So much. That's why you have to keep doing more editions, because you have so many more stories to tell, and you can collect and bring others along too, and bring it out there.
Yeah.
Spread kindness like confetti, but also quality awareness and information with heart, that it isn't all
I really want to focus on you for a second, Wendy, because you're bringing so much to the world, and this is your way of chapter by chapter, just saying, look, this is who I am and what I have to offer, but you don't pitch anything. You just share your personal stories, like the illustration that Michelle did with you and Max, your dog. Oh my God!
I can screen share that somewhere.
Oh, please do. It's incredible. And it's just literally, guys, you don't need to have some like movie headline kind of story. It can be something very simple that really revolutionized your own world or crashed it, and how you pivoted out of it, or you're still trying to, one or the other. Just keep it real. And you're a brilliant writer, and you're very clever.
You.
Yep, you and your one-liners, you're really good at that too. It's nice, yeah, and titling and stuff like that. And this collaborative workshop really brings out the other qualities that people have that they don't even realize. Oh, I can edit, I can look at people's stuff, and I can see things. I didn't know I could do that.
Right.
Sometimes that's all it takes, and bam, you're off on a whole new thing. There's probably 10 co-authors so far who have decided to embark on writing their own book.
Yeah,
since September.
I remember I had reached out to you about, having this book idea, and then thinking about it as an anthology. And then I realized that I disqualified myself from participating in this one. And that really brought my attention to, my mom lived her whole life without writing. It was always a dream of hers to write. And she never ended up doing her books or anything. I mean, she was a high school English teacher that then did the journey of being a secretary while us kids were up, and working her way to senior human relations and in the corporate world, and going through the disillusionment of the marriage. They dissolved the marriage. It was an annulment, not a divorce, right? But different. Then for women, then in the 80s, some Amex wanted nothing to do with her, and all of that. She was nobody. Because it had all been his. But see, there's a million stories right there, right? So I jumped in, and I was right. I wasn't thinking about, pitching or marketing anything. There's so many stories to tell, and there's so much talk about storytelling on, social media, especially LinkedIn. And
there is.
Much isn't really storytelling. It's pitching. So there's an art.
That's why I wanted two things. I wanted it to be not self-help, but chicken soup for the soul style. And I wanted it to be framed around the last 5 years. What big event shook you? So it's a very unique angle. And I mean, we're going to be sharing ideas that somebody could definitely get some help from, but it's not I've done a lot of self-help books with authors. And I help them craft their message and their solutions and really target it on that avatar. But these have turned into be more like what I was visioning, which is chicken soup style books. And the authors let you in on their world.
Yeah.
It is amazing what's happening. And what's happening is as much for the readers as it is the writers. The confidence is happening, right? It's so cool. It's
is. Speaking of cool, I've got something to share here. This is the logo version. The logo version. Look at that. Isn't that awesome?
What? I missed it.
Oh, you don't see it because you only see the screen. It's sharing the screen, I think. I don't know. Oh, here, I have to turn it on. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
So exciting.
That's so exciting. Cute. Max looks like $1,000,000. You got your sparkle. Right. I love it.
So happy that I could make that happen. Last minute. There I am. Isn't this incredible work? I mean, if you haven't seen volume 3 yet, folks, seriously, go check out, whatever platform you're, go check out Michelle's art. It's absolutely wonderful. Just absolutely wonderful.
And there's a lot of applications. So here's something else that comes out of this. There's those of us, Dr. Turner, Michaela Turner. Gee, who knew she read Akashic Records, right? So that changed my world. Michelle Lax, she didn't know that I could get her started with her own podcast. And literally be on Spotify in 10 minutes. Like she didn't know that part of what I've been doing for a long time is podcasting and coaching, podcast guest coaching. So there's
the devil.
Does she walk?
Boom!
I can't see her.
There's a delay. My computer's slow. There it is.
Shut up! I didn't know who it was. Yay!
Hello.
Hey!
Yay! I made it.
Thank you.
What a surprise! I didn't realize you were going to show it now already. That's amazing.
Boom, there it is. Look, it brought you. It manifested you. Right here on the screen live. Whoa.
My beautiful people.
Awesome. So there's a podcast in your future.
Yeah, she does. But and we've been talking about, here's the other thing though about her work, is that she could do podcast covers. She could do, an outstanding job because podcasters are trying to jump out of the crowd. Michelle's work sparkles. It's lit up. It's out of frame. It's special. And that's what you need to stand out with your brand out. She's freaking amazing. And to have, hand illustrate, your work is going to be worth something. You and your squiggles, ma'am.
Yeah.
You are going to yeah. It is going to be worth something someday. Like a lot. Like, oh, she passed away 100 years ago, but damn, your stuff's going for $1 million.
You'll be the old Picasso.
Yes, you will. Your work is so good. And illustrating for kids' books and what business cards or what LinkedIn events,
T-shirts, mugs, pillows, mouse pads,
product. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, she could totally do somebody's merch line. I didn't even think of that. How did I think of that? See, 3 heads are better than one.
It really helps to have done 30 years of signage in designing and all that kind of thing, and now putting the two together, it can go through new dimensions for people. Literally, printing and big, blowing it up large, and it's amazing.
And books and decks of cards and you name it, anything.
anything. T-shirts, banners. It's amazing.
So Tanya says she doesn't know how to get on stage. So will we be on long? Does she have time if we can get her the link?
Yeah, she just needs to click. Sorry, my computers are so slow. If anyone would like to help with that.
Where's Max?
Max, he's chewing on his horn. He's come. It won't even pull up this tab for Tanya. Just the link that's in the group thing. You click the Restream link.
Yeah, I just reposted it. So hopefully she can come on.
Yeah, sometimes people have trouble with that. They have to do Chrome, or sometimes their phone or their laptop doesn't let them. Unfortunately, some folks have had trouble accessing the Restream platform before. You yourself, Lonnie, have had some trouble. I've had trouble. I've been in the middle of a broadcast and my computer crashed, and I came back and it crashed again.
Oh, no. Well, at least you got back in. How's volume 4 going?
Oh, it's incredible. Can't open this page.
Well, anyway, how's it going, Michelle?
Well, thank you. I was just in Bring Humanity Together, and we were talking highly of Rattled Awake and how they want to get involved. So I'm sure you guys can have a chat further at some stage. And they're very interested. And I know, it's all about bringing legacies through as well, let alone the Rattled Awake moments. Oh, hello, Max. Sweet.
Hey, beautiful. Hi, Max.
There's a whole lot of dogs.
Oh, Tanya made it.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, I just needed to walk away, and then there she is. Boom. No, thank you, Lonnie.
Yay.
It's me. I have technical issues.
Oh, now there's 4 for volume 4, even though 1 is 3, and blah, blah, blah. I could go on and on. But back to what you were saying. Welcome.
So I'll announce it here, guys. Volume 4 is officially up. It's officially on Amazon.
Oh,
It's on. It's up already.
It's up. It's on. I've got it.
Oh, wow.
It's up. It's on. Hello. I want to surprise you.
Oh, wow.
Right? What's today? What is today? Wednesday?
Yeah. I was blown away. I was putting together my newsletter and getting the links ready so that as soon as after this, when I make the Friday event, I could put it in and publish that. And I was like, oh my God, it's there.
Oh, wow.
That was fast.
Yeah,
incredible, Lonnie.
That's what a
Pat yourself
24-hour
on the
thing.
back, maybe with your other shoulder. Yeah, just
My good hand.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure. That is incredible.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
New world record.
Is that 5 days then? 5 days in from the start?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And
incredible.
we're delaying the actual big time launch to make it a bestseller until after Thanksgiving. But I mean, we could technically be doing it today. And I really want to thank the authors for believing in the possibility that they could do this and then getting it done.
Wow.
Yeah. And wow, when you read the stories, wow, they're amazing.
Doma's story. I read.
I can't wait.
Oh, I was just like the letter to the daughter. Oh,
Doma's story is ridiculous. I called him crying. I was like, he goes, "Do you hate it?" I was like, "It's so good. I wanted you to know. It's so good." He's like, okay. He was super left brain. I must have caught him in the lab. And he was like, okay.
Right?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes. I'm going to dive into Ryan's after this.
Yeah, me too.
With my lunch. And just wow, what a blessing. And everybody, came together. I've been telling folks, pushing for the join the book release party Friday. Are we pushing 9 a.m. Pacific or
Yes.
Yeah, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. So I've been telling people to look for the link and go buy it at 9 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Oh.
Make sure they know don't click the Kindle Unlimited $0 one. You don't want to borrow it like a loan from the library. You want to own it. And our gift to you on Friday will be a free copy to keep, to have, to hold, to treasure. So, yeah.
Sold to the girl with a smile over there. Gee.
Yay!
And if you do get a copy, guys, and if please just go do like a 5-star review. Just click. You don't have to write anything if you don't want to. It'd be great if you did, because that helps to get the story out there. It's kind of like a YouTube algorithm. The more people that leave reviews, the more people see the books, and these stories are life changing. They really are. Tanya has a story of going from stressed out. Poor Buttercup. She was a mess. And now she brings peace to the world because she's gotten it herself. And revelations and revolutions that people are doing it's remarkable, and it deserves a voice. So yeah, Friday we're going to be doing that push, and we'll get that into a lot of people's hands real fast, I think, and then see what happens, because I don't know. We have a track record of being an international bestseller, so
hey, I'll go ahead and
you could do it.
All of my international friends can get it.
You could do
And
it.
I'm happy that I'll have time not doing hands-on sessions for hours in a row tomorrow to be able to really digest this and to write some more posts and have some more collaboration conversations with folks and to just really enjoy and appreciate. It's still mind-blowing to me that I'm now an international best-selling author, a co-author of an international best-selling book. I mean, it still hasn't really again. It's like, whoa, and it's about to happen again.
I get you. It's like it doesn't seem real. It's like, wow. we did that. Thank you,
Friday,
Lori.
Friday we started Friday.
Yeah.
And it's already it's crazy. It's crazy. But that's what I needed. I needed that structure to just sit and just be in the environment and just revel in the environment, just do it.
wow.
Can I just say, I clicked the Kindle Unlimited one so that I could just have it on my phone right now because
It's real. It's really out there.
I'm gonna have to go look at it. Oh, I'm so excited.
Wow.
I love the way you do the covers, Lonnie. They
Thank
look
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Super amazing.
I updated it this morning. I woke up and I'm like, coffee and cover, and I couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. I'm not that adept at graphics yet, but I could throw some sparkles on that baby, and it came out nice. I think so. It looked nice. Don't y'all like it? Anyway,
I love it. Mhm.
anyway, thank you.
Oh, I am so super excited. And I'm super, super duper excited for the Friday Fiesta on Friday at the same time, where we can have up to 10 people on screen together
Oh, that's
of our
amazing.
co-authors and maybe some co-authors from former editions, former volumes will pop in also to celebrate and talk about how by then, 9 to 11, 11 to 12, 32 and a half hours, we should be international bestsellers already by then, hopefully.
Wow. Wow. Incredible.
Let's see if we can manifest that magic, right?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
And I know everybody's pulling. And what's cool about the collaboration, like Doma said, I have a 3,000 person email list. And if I tell them I'm in a book, they're going to want to see it. So everybody gets the exposure of Doma's network. And Brian Luoma, who said, I'm too busy. Brian was the one checking in on me going, you okay? Going all right? How things going? He had time. He kept checking. Bless you, Brian. You Mr. I'm too busy. He nailed it. Brian nailed it. And wait till you read his story. You wouldn't know that he'd been, technically handicapped for a very long time. He had to do everything. Wow, what an inspiration.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, Tanya, you the structured time helped.
Yes.
And then you could do it.
Because if you just tell me to just go do it, I never did it. You know what I mean? And you're like, no, you're not waiting till after the first of the year. No, we're doing this now because you're like, come along. Because I was in such that mode of coming from a place of scarcity, and I just decided, I'm like, no, I'm going to make the shift. And I did. And I'm going to be a best-selling author. It's just amazing to me. It is a dream come true. And Lonnie, I want to say thank you for nurturing us along, for pushing us, for giving us what we needed in order to make this happen. It takes a special person to be able to do that. So thank you. Thank you.
Totally.
Incredible.
Oh,
You're gonna make her cry. But it's so special, and it's helping me grow in new ways. And all of us, I mean, we're growing together. We're growing through this, right? That's the title of my chapter from Volume 3, in case you all don't know. But there's so much growth throughout all of the volumes, and it's an honor and a privilege and just truly a blessing to be a part of this incredible journey.
It is. It's a movement, man. We are not standing still. There's no moss growing under our feet.
Nope.
That's what we need.
This is going to be the 4th book since September.
Yeah.
Volume 4.
Lonnie, what does it feel like? You must be going through so much. I mean, it's like a full-on roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's a lot, Michelle. I can't do it by myself, though. I mean, I have had so much help, and blessings, and the people that show up and they pick up where I didn't know I had, it's like they come with a needle and thread. I didn't know there was a hole over here. And they're like, okay.
Just for that gap.
I mean, yeah, I'm running it, but I couldn't do this by myself. How does it feel? Sometimes it's a lot. It's like, it's marketing, it's pre-vetting, it's story concepts, it's cover design, it's promotion, it's workshop,
coaching,
editing,
motivating, inspiring,
and then training, and then promotional training, and ongoing, because I want you guys to succeed. I want you to get on the global microphone and rock it. I want you to be able to promote yourselves like a promo hoe, like I am. Well, we're not that bad, but you too can be like this. I don't know if
yes. But wait, there's more.
Well, midnight tonight. I used to swear those were true. I used to believe in commercials. But anyway, it's a lot. Thanks for asking, Michelle. It is, probably the harder part for me at this point is, do I have another story that's not going to offend people for some of the stuff I have found? So I wrote, I'm passionate, as you know, about the food chapters, volume 2 especially, because I found out, how we can figure out whether food's bad for us, tainted, metallic, got metal in it. I don't know. We should find out. I'm very passionate about these topics, but the rest of the co-authors are coming in with all this soft stuff and transformation, and I'm like, and then there's the homeless issue, and then there's the food issue, and then there's the I know I'm like, I don't want to be the human cowbell, but kind of I am.
But yeah, that's one of the ways we need to be rattled awake, and that's what the pandemic did for a lot of people. Like, whoa, I need to take better care of my health proactively, preventatively. I need to, think about these things that, I haven't been thinking about, is to just coast along. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Michelle's whole world is blown open. Like, oh, bam! I send her stuff, and she's like, send me more. I like to learn. Damn, that was shocking. Send me more. I want to learn.
Scary.
What the hell is going on?
The more, it's like it unveils the layers, and it's just like, whoa.
I'm like, whoa. I'm not getting surprised anymore.
Yeah.
Why is it?
Okay, I've been holding out.
Seriously? This is
It's my
crazy.
new challenge. No.
Bart Simpson? Wow. Who knew?
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and I don't know, sometimes I think ignorance is bliss, but then that's how we got in this mess. So it is important that we speak up, and while we can, because there's a lot of push to say, you're not allowed to say that anymore. It'll affect your social credit score.
Or you'll be chopped off Gmail or Google, or you never know.
Well, yeah, so it's really important that we speak up. And so probably the hardest part these days is what do I speak on, so that it doesn't sort of send people into oh, I'm scared to be around her. She's got a target on her back. I'm not that
Yeah.
dangerous. I just happen to be really aware of what's going on. Like 9 people can get an elected official out of office. It's a bond. You can revoke their bond. 9 people can do it. Who knew, right?
Wow.
Do you know how
Wow.
powerful that is?
Number nine.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were very successful in getting school boards to stop putting face diapers on the kids with revoking their bond. And if they didn't change the mandate, then the insurance, because they're bonded and insured, they're elected officials, they had to pay $1.9 million and get out of office. So power to the people, man. That's what I'm saying.
That's
There's
amazing.
yeah.
And the first step is reawakening the people that they have the power, right?
Yeah.
Re-empowering the people. Like,
People
wake up,
forget
you have
that.
the power. You just have to take it and make it happen.
But
Make
there's
it
too many
go.
people who want to just stand back and keep quiet.
Well-
sheep people, what? Sheep people?
Sheeple. That's why I wrote this
Sheeple.
book.
Yeah,
Oh,
sheeple,
there we go.
sheeple. But
So
you're
mad.
not getting any younger as you stop and think about it. And sometimes ignorance is bliss. There are certain things that I have to shut the blinders on, because I will go down that rabbit hole, and I have things to do. I have people to serve. I have work to do. I have to be able to show up. And some of it, it's a delicate dance sometimes, to be able to awaken that awareness and have it and know how to make those choices and navigate without falling into the fear or the
I understand, but
fire.
Wendy, imagine we have to keep a balance in life, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That if that, I mean, think about it. If we don't see to that, we're gonna have nothing.
Well, we're already on the road to that. But
So
yeah,
It's about self-care. It's about doing what you can, but also preserving your own health, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you are no good to anyone else, because you're going to get sick, you're going to be down for the count, and you're not going to be able to help anybody else. So when I used to when I was a therapist, I didn't watch the news.
Right.
And people would say, I don't know how you can't know what's going on. And at the time I was much younger. I didn't know how.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. I didn't know how to take care of myself. So I said, I can't hear one more bad thing. I cannot. For me, I would come home with migraines every night. And so as I've gotten older, I know what I need to do to take care of myself, so that I can then still be of service to others and be aware of what's going on in the world. So, but we have to take care of ourselves.
and we learn that by practice, which is why I show up every day and remind people you can reset anywhere, anytime. Just breathe, smile, and generate that joy, whether it's just enjoying the sensation of breathing and smiling, or thinking about something like my Joy Boy Max, or your favorite food, or a favorite memory of a favorite level, whatever it is, to lighten up your state, so that then you can go, okay, I'm here, I want to do this issue is really important, so I'll spread a little bit of awareness about that without me getting too bogged down into the, oh my God, drama of it, and create that balance with your own personal boundaries, which change from time to time. They're not the same during the different seasons, right? So it's important to remember that flux in where you are, and give yourself grace and honor where you are in your space.
I want to see somebody just have an open mind, because that would be really good. That's really good self-care. Like right there is just, because closed minds let in no light. As we talk about, you need to take care of yourself and you got to eat right. Yeah, but if you choose to not notice what's going on, it doesn't mean that boulder isn't coming down the freaking hill. It is.
Inaction is a choice. Choosing not to choose is a choice.
Yeah.
preventative, though, we've all been taught preventative.
And there will
measures.
be repercussions, right? Or whatever you choose or not choose to do creates.
So I would rather do something preventative
Yes.
than have to
Correct.
deal with fallout because I
Correct.
didn't know anything. And so I'm like, let's deal with it now.
Capiche, capiche. That's what
so
it's
that
all
it
about.
doesn't, so that it doesn't snowball and the boulder doesn't, because the boulder is like she said, it will get you. It's going to come whether you're ready or not. So be ready. Just be ready.
Curious.
Mm-hmm.
Curious. Be open. Be aware. Be aware. We're not saying beware. We're saying be
I
aware.
love that.
I
Yes.
took those
That's
two
correct
lines.
from my chapter in volume 4.
I took those 2 lines and I pulled them down in the center and I put them in the middle, and I was like, because Wendy's clever like that, to bring the attention to those, because that is very, very good. Yeah. But yeah, we have to be aware, and don't be scared, be prepared.
Yep.
It's just important. I don't know. What can you say?
Yay! That's what you can say. Yay! You activating your awareness. Yes. Yay! And on that note, let's wrap this up for today.
Okay.
Let's go out and spread the good news of our imminent release. And
yes.
Yeah, everybody.
Congratulations.
And Lonnie, stay on here for a minute. I have something for you. And
okay.
Yay! We'll see you all Friday for the book
Yes,
release party. Friday.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.